Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, friends. How do you do? Happy Thursday. We have made it to Thursday, and tomorrow's Friday. Finally. And I never feel like I'm getting any work done. You know, this feels like the most unproductive work week in my entire life. Even though I'm doing stuff, it just feels like nothing is moving forward. Right? It feels like I'm walking the opposite way on a fucking escalator. No progress. But 'tis capitalism. And the ether is back. Fucking hell. How's everyone doing? Hello Twitch, hello Steve, Mander, Sammy, Dragon. What's going on? What's up? Toxicity. You got Infamous over here on TikTok, Peachy. I'm ignoring the ether. Blue Barbie. What's up, guys? What's happening? Go on Kenzie's live then, ether. I'm not here to talk about it. Bro. What is happening? Why are we doing this? Why are we fucking doing this? Hold on. Let's do that. And let's do this. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, we're doing the ether thing again. What the fuck is happening? It's Thirsty Thursday? That's right, Appa. That's fucking right. Get it. Get it. Yeah, y'all, let's get it. Let's knock off some of them heart puffs. Let's get the taps up to 10K. Share the live. Do all the good things. What's up, Aeon? What's up, Shay? What's up, Mitch? Let's do all the good things. And let's get it up and bumping. What you guys think? Tomorrow we go live for a little bit of a smidgen of a bit, and then I kind of want to play video games tomorrow. How's that sound? Maybe we'll try a gaming live for a little bit. Yeah. Maybe we'll start playing Silent Hill F on stream. We'll do some which Resident Evil? Which one? Is there a new Resident Evil game coming out? I don't know about. I'm not letting you up unless you tell me which topic you want to debate. And if you Repo, I played Repo. Resident Evil 1? No. My favorite is 4. If you guys want me to play any Resident Evil, it would be 4. And honestly, if you watch me like play it on stream, it would just be me screaming the whole time. Because like, contrary to belief, I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to scary games. I am the biggest fucking baby. And I absolutely jump for the jump scares. I cover my eyes for certain parts. Like I am squeamish when it comes to that shit. If I let you up and you bring up the ether, I'm going to ban you from the live. Like, I will absolutely fucking ban you. If I bring you up and you mention the fucking ether, I'm going to ban you. I can do it. Richie, do not say DBD in front of Sean. Because she's been trying to get me back onto a DBD stream with her because we streamed it before. And I just haven't had time. I'm gonna ban you if you mention anything about the ether. Even if you allude to anything about the ether, I'm gonna fucking ban you. Mia is an agent of chaos.
I won't speak on my teachings and my blessings, but let's debate.
Hold on, agent pronouns.
Age 26 and pronouns. You know, my people don't go by those.
I'd either give your pronouns or drop.
Okay, for the sake of this argument, he, him.
Okay, pick a topic you disagree with.
Um, One, you should play Resident Evil Village, and let's talk about
That's the
black
most
people.
racist one. You just like watching black people get shot up by white people.
Resident Evil Village. What you?
Oh,
I'm
not
black.
no,
What? Is,
not village. Oh my god, my ass went to the one in Africa. Villages.
I like Village.
I like Village because I like the gothic lore of it.
That's why I like it too.
But my favorites, like the one that always has my heart that captured my attention was Resident Evil 4. So that one has
I mean,
my
the
heart
one in Africa is pretty cool too.
That one's all right. So you do like shooting up black people, okay?
I'm black. What are you talking
That
about?
don't mean you're not anti-black. The fuck?
Why would I be anti-black when I'm literally
Because
black?
who the fuck is Candace Owens? Candace Owens anti-black as fuck. What do you mean?
Clarence
Me and
Thomas
Candace Owens aren't the
is
same.
anti-black.
Yeah, like
I told
he's
you.
over
I
here
told
like
you.
I don't hate black people. I'm black. The fuck does that
I
mean?
don't have I don't have a single bone of hate in me. You know,
Lies.
Lies.
Pick a topic. I don't care.
Coming from where I come from,
Pick
I
a
can't
topic.
have that.
I don't care anything else you have to say. Bullshit. Pick a topic.
Black people can't be racist.
Oh yeah, you definitely hate black people.
You just decided to pick the one that would prove Ari's point just right there in 4K. That's crazy.
That's actually funny as shit. I'm not a coon. Picks the topic that makes him a coon.
All right, fine. Fuck it. Let's go
Nah.
to rejection therapy.
Oh, okay, cool. I like that one. Cool.
W.
He should have stayed on that. No. Nah, you should have proved that you were a coon, dude. You picked rejection therapy. I don't know what to fucking tell you. You made an executive decision. Okay, you picked rejection therapy. And the prompt stands how it stands. And now that you pick rejection therapy, I can't let you back up. Try again tomorrow. Nope, too late. You made a decision. Yeah, you shake your damn head. That's right. Shake your damn head because you made a choice. You can display your coonery tomorrow. He made a choice. Uh-oh. We have tea? Do we have drama?
Oh yeah, so I've heard multiple times that he's been going around sending people unsolicited PR pics. So yeah, they mentioned that in Ty's live the other day.
You flashing people, dude? That's
They
gross.
say he's
and
been
weird.
DMing people.
That's gross and weird. Well, there goes that.
So yeah,
Mods on YouTube side, if you see him come up, like you know the account for the Ether dude. It's fine if you guys continue to make Ether jokes, but if you see him specifically, block him. Because we don't do predators. Please and thank you very much.
yeah, that's all.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Why do men always gotta ruin a good thing? Like, why do they always gotta ruin a good thing? You know, the shit was actually kind of funny. And then they end up being a fucking predator. Like, y'all always ruin shit. No one can have fucking fun. Hi, Petty. No one literally can have fucking fun because y'all ruin everything. Keep your penis to yourself. Age and pronouns.
Good God. 19. He, him.
Oh, that sucks. Grow up a little bit. I don't talk to teens. You gonna come up here, good God. Yeah, tell other men to keep their penis in their fucking pants. How about that? Good God, that. Oh, Petty, stop. You're gonna make me cry. I had a day, y'all. I did. I definitely had a day. I had a day. You haven't debated me, at least not on my platform, because I don't talk to teens. If I let a teen up on my platform, it's to talk to one of my other friends, not to me, because I don't debate teens. No, thank you. Maybe on a different platform. Definitely not 2 years older than you. Oh, thank you, Gino. Yeah, I had a day. I had a fucking day. And I appreciate all the messages I've received in Discord today, because contrary to belief, that I actually kind of I needed to hear some of those things you guys were saying in the Discord, so I really appreciate it. Guys, feeling really shitty today. Do you see the Swifties selling garbage? Oh, she got married? That's how much I don't give a fuck about her.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with people? They're selling her garbage? Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Stop. Is that him on another account? That says you don't like RE5. Are you gonna... Not talking about you, asswipe. You love for the neo-lib brain rot. I can't do the drama like that. I'm like, yo, people are dying, but you know, Taylor Swift got married. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. I also just never been a Taylor Swift fan. Never, like, not even when I was a teen. Because when Taylor Swift first came into the forefront, like, I was still, like, in high school-ish, I think. Maybe college. I think I was in high school. And I just still was never a Swiftie. No, I was, because my cousin was obsessed with her. She was obsessed when she was still doing country music, and I was like, no, thank you. I don't like her. Yeah, because she came out with that song where she was, like, in the window looking like a nerd, like, look at this sign. I remember that specific because my cousin used to love watching that music video. Oh, thank you, Somali. Yeah, that one, You Belong With Me, that music video. Yeah, my cousin used to be obsessed with that. And I was just like, I mean, the song got stuck in my head, sure. So is it catchy? Sure. Do some of her songs get stuck in my head? Do I go out of my way to listen to her? No. I've never gone out of my way to listen to her. I'm not a Swiftie. I need to understand the masses. SNL's another thing. I like SNL only because there's certain things that are funny, but I used to watch it when I was like a freshman in college, but not anymore. There are like I love the skit where it was Kenan Thompson, and they were doing like basically like a and this only works because it was black people leading it, but basically like a black newsteller and or newscaster and a white newscaster telling crimes, and they were trying to guess who did the crime, and they're like, yeah, nah, that was you, that's y'all people. I love that fucking skit. That shit was fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, that shit was fucking hilarious to me. Who's over here in the chat talking about Mofongo? What you know about Mofongo? If y'all know what skit I'm talking about, I forget the name of it, but it was like basically it was the two newscasters doing like a racism off of like naming who did the crime, a white person or a black person. I was like, yo, that shit's wild. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Lexi. I am just trying my best out here. I'm just trying my best. And I'm trying to get people to read books. That's all I want. I want people to read books on the horrors of capitalism and white supremacy and patriarchy. And I want the liberation of all people. So that's all I want. And so I literally just go into spaces trying to get people to read books. I just want everyone to read. We need to read. But tap the screen, Shayla.
I
Guys,
have reading. Oh, sorry.
we haven't cleared out any of the heart puffs. What's going on? I forgot you were on panel.
You know I'm quiet. Speaking of reading, y'all, Ari has a Discord in her bio where we do a lot of that. It's linked in her bio. Please make sure you're 21 plus if you're going to join. Be ready to provide a screenshot of your profile if the mods ask for it before prior to your application being accepted. And for those of you that are already in the Discord, we have a poll going for our next book club book. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all what to vote for, but vote for War on All Puerto Ricans. But I'm not telling y'all what to vote for.
I'm not
vote for
telling
that.
you, but you need to vote for that one. I thought you was about to start cussing out people because I've seen people vote for different things. I was like, oh, here goes Shay.
I did see that too, and I want y'all to remember that I see all, and I remember all.
My music taste is. Oh, you started Why Communism? W. That is on our book list on things that we should be reading. But if you guys go ahead of the book list, that's a W for you. Like, I want you guys to read Black Scare, Red Scare. I want you guys to read books like that. Let's see. I definitely want you guys to read. So, like, keep in mind, like I said, in Santana's live today, we discussed why women have better sex under socialism. Obviously, the author of it is, like, she's obviously, was it, like, a SOCDEM? No, a DemSoc? Democratic Socialist? Yeah, she's a DemSoc. I do not agree with that. And so, for me, I have a lot of critiques of that. But overall, for me, the biggest takeaways from that book is the arguments around the USSR and what was happening with women versus capitalist countries. Radlib, yeah. She was very pro, I didn't recognize it at the end because maybe I wasn't paying attention as much because, like, the first couple chapters I'm not going to front you guys. Like, the first couple chapters, I tuned it out. And kind of just glazed over it because for me, if I know a topic, I'm not paying as much, and I already know extensively about the gender wage gap and how it works, so I did kind of tune it out, that type of stuff. But when it got to the USSR, that's the stuff like I want to learn more about, especially when it comes to women's rights, and so that's where I tuned the fuck back in. So all that other stuff like doesn't really mean much to me beyond women's liberation. And so I think it's really important to recognize, one, that the institution of marriage under capitalism is like privatized sex work. You're just getting a private sex worker. And I think it's also funny that you can use those arguments, right, with body count, right? And men who are like, want to call women whores and sluts and stuff like that. And that they're like, and whenever they bring up Bonnie Blue, they're like, you don't care about Bonnie Blue because you like capitalism. Right? And in the institution of marriage under capitalism is privatized sex work. No shade to sex work. That's not any shade to sex workers. It's for the men who are like, oh, I'm anti-sex work. No, you're not anti-sex work. You are anti-sharing your sex worker. That's your problem. You don't like that other people can buy your sex worker. That's the difference. Right? In the institution of marriage, now you're forcing your sex worker to only be subject to you and your whims. Right? That's the difference. You're not anti-sex work. You're anti-shared sex work. So for all those dudes that want to be like, Bonnie Blue, be quiet. You're not against it. Because you're not for the abolition of capitalism.
I made the cut. What up? How y'all doing?
Yes, but I have new rules still too on top of that we need to focus on the debates. If y'all distract, I'm kicking y'all. I swear to God.
Have I ever distracted you?
You're the biggest distraction.
I think that that question might be served better coming from me.
Good Christian girl. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
I'm gonna kick you right now, Ty for lying.
That's crazy.
I be feeling like we get too distracted and just gets off of it. I'm like, no, we need to focus, lock in. We all need to jot. W Hannah. Oh, listen. Hannah cleared out the hard puffs. What are we doing, chat? Y'all want debates. We need to clear out the hard puffs. Hannah did all the work. W Hannah in the chat. W Hannah in the chat. What are we doing? Well, I think to the YouTube chat, I think it's an important analysis to for us to recognize that men are still talking about body count. Why? Because they only value women's bodies, right? And the objectification of women, right? That they want this idea of, or they live by this idea of like used goods because of used property, because they only view women as property. So I think it's really important for us to keep that in mind, that as much as we want to ignore the men that are over here talking about body count, it's just evidence that our society still only sees women as property. I mean, outside of like the fucking rapist in chief of the United States, you know, raping and sexually assaulting children, and he got voted as president, but you know. But it's also a testament to the things we talked about yesterday, because I think I'm like extremely frustrated too. Like, you have Democrats over here doing sexual assault and rape, right? And then you just keep expecting people to be like, yeah, you know, which rapist is better? You can't ask me to make that choice. You can't make me feel bad about that choice. About like, what? I don't want to vote for either rapist, and I'm not going to. What?
Yeah, and this is the issue that I have with people who are like, well, you guys, we have to bite the bullet and just go on ahead and vote for Democrats because harm reduction and blah blah blah. No. No. And the arguments that they make is that, well, Republicans are worse, and we can just ignore the Democrats' faults because we can just push them further left.
You can't. You can't.
You can't. Exactly. You can't. And I think that ignoring the faults that they have just leads to like complacency with those issues, and like you just saying that those things are okay.
Then vote in the primaries.
No,
I'm not
shush. Well,
I'm not interested in like doing that.
Well, and they also have, shut up. All right, you can stay in the chat until we're done. You have no self-control. The Democrats have no incentive structure also to shift, because they so here's my argument for the chat to understand. So if anybody has ever I mean, you're showing how much of a piece of shit you are 2004 because you used the ableist slur. That actually is ableism. And we learned that in our new book that we were reading for book club. But congrats, you're an ableist piece of shit. So if anybody's heard me or at least argue, and I don't, like, for my friendlies that regularly attend the live, I don't mind answering questions about my topics for you guys. I just won't answer questions about my topics to ops because they need to be able to debate it. But like, my argument for electoral politics, especially when we're looking at the Democrats and Republicans, is very similar to my argument for it's all men, even the good ones, right? That essentially when we're looking at rape culture and how rape culture functions is, of course, like, yeah, sure, not every single man is actively physically doing rape, right? However, all men benefit from rape culture, because instead of actually addressing the material conditions that cause rape to happen and persist, which there are things that play into it, like patriarchy. Patriarchy is literally why rape culture exists and persists, right? And if you look into the structural functionalism of rape, because you can look into that, it's a show of dominance under the patriarchy, right? And so instead of men actually addressing why rape happens and deconstructing within themselves to not sexually assault people and like actually understanding consent, they don't have to do that. All they have to do is stand next to the rapist and be like, well, I didn't do the rape. and they automatically look better. Right? That's all they have to do. They don't have to deconstruct rape culture. They don't have to do anything to address it. Rape still continues, and we're looking at the femicide rates go up and continue to go up. And so they do not have any incentive to address it, right? All they have to do is watch someone else physically do rape and then go, I didn't do the rape. So that's the Democrats to me. The Democrats are the good guys who are standing there and saying, I didn't do the rape. I didn't do the overturning of Roe v. Wade, even though they could have codified it, but they never fucking did. Stand by me. So, and that's the point, right? There is no incentive for them to actually address the material conditions in which people live in. All they have to do is like look better than Republicans.
America doesn't even want to ratify the Convention on the Rights of the Child. We don't care about women, children, any living thing, the earth. Like, it's just they don't care about anything but man strong, man smash, man build, man fuck. That's all that goes through their heads. It's crazy. Oh, and man gym.
So that's why you guys hear me make the argument that like there is no such thing as a good man, right? This idea of the good man, because even the good man, this idea of the good man benefits from a harmful structure that he's not looking to abolish. That because the identity of man is to facilitate harm, just like the identity of whiteness is to facilitate racial harm. The identity of man is to assert patriarchal harm. And so, yeah, like our current electoral politics structure has no incentive to actually address the material conditions in which people live in. And the Democrats know that. Why do you think Gavin Newsom gets away with saying whatever the fuck he wants? He literally said fuck trans people. Like, not verbatim, but like he literally said fuck trans people.
Yeah, and he continues to like feed into that rhetoric about trans people. And people are just like, well, you know, we just gotta hold our nose and vote for him, and we can just push him further left later. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Like Gavin Newsom literally said like fuck trans people, fuck black people. I'm not gonna do reparations for black people, and fuck the unhoused. And he is still a front runner. I'm sorry, Manders. YouTube is for video games and fun shit. I'm sorry. Twitch is for video games and fun shit. I promise. I don't even think like that's a Moid, but like that's like a Democrat. Like he's mad because I'm talking shit about the Democrats, which I don't care because I'm not a lib. Like that's why he's mad, and I just don't care. Like you're just talking shit, Beatles. I don't even know what the fuck you're saying. I'm not even paying attention to you. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Too many folks are stuck on dictionary definitions and don't. Oh, is someone talking about racism down there?
Yeah, 13 Beatles, I guess is his name. 1-3, I think it's supposed to be a B. Beatles.
Oh, let's stop. If you're talking about a topic, why are you in the comments talking about it? Get on the panel. The fuck? Hello?
Oh,
Yeah,
I have them blocked.
I just gave the caveat. I see a lot of crying, and if y'all don't start requesting, I'm going to start muting y'all, and you're going to have to say what you want to say in the box.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing? Ask me how much I care.
Where'd you get that?
Amazon.
Slay. I need one.
Wait, are there other ones? Like, could I get like a fan that says something else on it too?
You probably can.
Okay.
This
Because
one,
I love it. I really do love it a lot. Like,
just-
I love that for you.
I just wanted this fan that said "fuck off." I was looking for a cunty fan. I was like, this gives all the cunt.
Oh, it's back.
It's back. Age and pronouns.
26 he, him.
All right, pick a topic you disagree with.
You think that Roe v. Wade could have been codified by Congress?
Bro, pick a topic. I don't care about your lib shit. Pick a topic you disagree with.
Shit, when I'm talking about the powers of the government.
Pick a topic you disagree with. I do not care about your lib shit.
Cope laugh is crazy.
It really is. You want
Why
to
would
pick
I,
it?
you have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you want to pick It's All Men? And prove how it's you?
Democrats codify Roe v. Wade?
Why? Do you want to pick a topic up here?
They're so uneducated.
Okay. No. Come back when you actually have a topic.
He also has posts claiming that he's a victim of racism, that like whites are victims of racism.
Not a Democrat saying that reverse racism exists. Proves my fucking point.
And he
Proves
also
my
has
fucking
a
point.
post. He also has a post saying that the man versus bear debate was bigotry against men.
Yo, proves my fucking point. Democrats are no different than Republicans. He's over here complaining like men are oppressed. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, this cannot be richer. This cannot be fucking richer. Proves my fucking point that Democrats are literally just fucking bigots. They're just like quieter bigots. Like, you know,
He says they're a protected class.
like Republicans are gonna hold the knife to your face and be like, yeah, nah, fuck you, bitch, to your face. And Democrats are gonna be like, bless your heart.
I think that Democrats, they try to make it sound nicer so that people won't do anything to like change the system that they're in. They try to make it feel nicer for people.
Also,
But
real quick. RC, fuck off, you fucking Nazi. Go away.
I thought Cry Corner is here.
Yeah, fuck off, RC. You're literally just a fucking bigot, dude. Like, I've watched you get dog walked so many times. I've literally seen you run from Jeff. When you stop running from Jeff and you stop like running and literally dropping off the panel when Jeff gets up, maybe I'll let you talk to me. Because you're a coward. You're literally a coward. You literally run from debates. Get the fuck out of here.
It's also, it's not like the left that hates you, RC. It's like humanity hates you.
I mean, you're a fucking Nazi, dude. Why would I not hate a Nazi? Like, there's something wrong with you for not hating Nazis. You should literally hate yourself. But you know.
That's why he's a Yahtzee.
Age and pronouns.
18 and he, him.
Aw, dang, you waited that long. Sorry, kid. I don't talk to teens. RC, go away. You're a fucking Nazi.
We call him Cry Corner. You want to know why? Were you there for that when he
No.
got the nickname Cry Corner?
No.
It's because every single time he would debate Kenzie, he would just crash out and fucking cry and run away. And he would run from
That's
the
what he
debate.
does. That's what he does with everybody. He's done that with Jeff. He's done with Kenzie.
Yes.
Like when you stop running, maybe I'll actually engage with you. W Santana, thank you for all the heart puffs. Thank you guys for clearing out the heart puffs. W's in the chat. Thank you.
Can't actually debate. He just has Yahtzee talking points from ChatGPT that he repeats over and over again.
That's literally it. That's literally all it is. And he's just a giant crybaby. That's why I'm not even gonna waste my time on it. I don't really care for the crybaby nonsense of RC. Oh shit, this just shifted my whole thing. My bad, chat. There we go. Yeah, this just shifted my whole camera view on Twitch. Sorry, guys. It's shifted it. My bad. Because I added the soundboard, so it's more visible for me. There we go. Or YouTube. Sorry, I said Twitch. YouTube, sorry. Wrong chat. Okay, there we go.
Y'all better hurry up. Edith said 50K likes in 5 minutes or else.
She's not playing with y'all. Y'all better get them likes up. Stop playing.
We
Sleeping
gonna
on
mute
Edith.
y'all.
She really is. All right, tap the screen, share the live, do all the good things. Please, 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 if you guys want opposition, you got to do the work to get them in. Share the live out on YouTube. Thumbs up. Oh, let me do this on YouTube in case. Okay, I think there was an op the other day. YouTube talking shit. I don't know, but let me do this in case. Just in case. Oh, hold on.
While we are waiting, if we could get the shares and the reposts up, please, y'all. Repost the live, share the live. Oh, whoop, not me being a hypocrite. I reposted it, just kidding. Repost the live, do all the things. Follow if you have not yet already for some silly little reason, because Ari is intelligent and funny and smart and sexy and perfect. And so you should be following her so that you too can be sexy and funny and smart and perfect. And make sure that if you disagree, you're not just yapping in the chat, but actively in the requests. Because the chat is not your diary. Okay? It's not a place to just put your fifis. That's what the box is. Well, the box also isn't for your fifis. But if you want to use your voice, then request.
Also, Ari has a Discord in her bio where we read books. Y'all, we read lots of good books. If you want to be a part of the book club or just, get some of the reading lists or book recommendations that some people in this community have, they are in the Discord. You can also get the sources that Ari uses in these debates. She posts every source that she uses in these conversations to the Discord. They're even categorized. So yeah, if y'all want access to that type of thing, join the Discord. The link is in the bio. And remember, thank you, Mia. Remember, the Discord is 21 plus. If you are not 21 plus, please do not try to join the Discord until you are 21 plus. Your application will be rejected. Ooh, and Ari's pay links are in her bio if you want to donate to her to keep the intellectual violence going.
W. Shay, thank you, lovely.
W. Ty.
Thank you. I would like to debate you on. Oh, she caught me.
I did catch you. I was saying happy birthday to my nephew. And I heard it. I could still hear Mr. Thomas. My headphone's right here. I can still hear you.
Oh, shit.
And for those who don't know, for the most part, Mr. Thomas, when we're having times like this, Mr. Thomas is fine. When opposition's here, no. Because Mr. Thomas, because Ty began ops to agree with her, and it pissing me the fuck off. Like, I've never been more irritated. The day she got an op to agree with Hetera, and I was like, I'm about to kick everybody on this fucking panel right now. And she's trolling. It pissed me off. I was so angry.
I'm sorry. It's just so funny to be like, just kidding, you're an idiot.
She's like, no, save me. Save me. The black woman's being so mean to me. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm being traumatized by a person who's trolling. This is like lateral fucking violence. What is happening?
No. She does have an amazing teacher face. That shut me up so fast.
All right, you should have seen it. All right, so when I was teaching, let me tell y'all this one story. Teaching preschoolers is not easy. Like, as you know, like they're just a little bit growner toddlers, right? And so they're very emotional. That's why I'm very good at teaching regulation skills. And so I had a child who was having a really bad day, like a terrible day. And he was just throwing tantrum after tantrum after tantrum until one time during one of his tantrums, he picked up a chair and went like this. So I snapped my neck real quick. And I just looked at him. I didn't say anything. I just looked at him. And the way he looked at me and put the chair down and then sat on it, I was like, yeah. I was like, listen, I'll support all your tantrums, but the second you throw that chair at one of my other kids, we got a problem, dude. We got a problem.
W teacher Ari. My parents' son did that. He threw a chair at my sister's head.
Yeah, no, I've had kids with like really crazy aim. Like I had a toy car thrown at my head before. I was like, where the fuck did you get that aim from? I was more amazed by the aim than the fact he
Put him in baseball.
That's what I said. I was like, where'd you get that aim from? Because he went doof. And I was like, ouch, shit. All right.
Yes, my parents' son.
Preschool is super important. It's really important, and he had to learn regulation skills that day, but he also has to learn when he's having a rough moment not to throw a fucking chair across the classroom because you're about to put the other kids in danger from your tantrum. So I shot him a look like, you better not, and he did not. I was like, listen, I understand you're mad and you're having big feelings, but we do not throw chairs across the classroom. That's what we don't do. And that's the difference between actual gentle parenting and permissive parenting. A lot of people get those things mixed up as if gentle parenting and permissive parenting are the same thing. They are not. With gentle parenting, it's boundary setting while recognizing your child as the whole child and everything that encompasses their journey, right? Their emotional state, past experiences, like their mourning and all that stuff has to be taken into effect to their emotional state. That's gentle parenting, right? So I can recognize a child having a rough moment while also setting a firm boundary that you're not about to throw a chair across the room.
I cannot stand people who try to call, like, who try to make critiques of gentle parenting and it's all just permissive parenting things.
I don't know what's happening with their mic. Terrible.
It's so frustrating because it just like, oh, that is that like a ooh.
You're a
was
robot. You're a robot, dude. I can't help you.
It spreads so much misinformation and makes it seem like gentle parenting is easy. No, gentle parenting is one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your whole freaking life. Okay, that shit is rough.
Nothing is worse. Nothing is worse. And I'm gonna say this, and then I guess we'll see. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, TikTok don't like you, dude. Now you're not loading in.
Hello?
All right,
How
there
about
we
now?
go.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. Pause 1 second. Wait, age and pronouns?
I'm 23. He, him, obviously.
Okay, pause real quick. So the hardest gentle parenting moment I had as a teacher is I was doing a circle time with my preschoolers. And I have my most, I would say, active preschoolers sit next to me, so in case they struggle with regulation, that I can help support them. And he needed a regulation moment because he felt the need to bite something. And I didn't know it yet until he bit on my fucking elbow. So I just have little teeth on my fucking elbow while I'm trying to do a circle time. And to co-regulate while also expressing verbally what's going on to the child, it was extremely difficult because oh my God. So I even had to apologize to the child afterwards because it still didn't come out the nicest I would want it to come out. But I was like, ow, you hurt my body. That was not nice, friend. And even that tone for me, I did not like. So I ended up still apologizing to him. I was like, I'm sorry, Miss Ari raised her voice. My body really hurt after you bit me. But it still was not nice that I raised my voice. But like with moments like that where you're like actually like hurt and you're trying to navigate supporting them and like having a conversation about what they just did. Also, I do not recommend people getting their their elbow bit by a toddler. It's not fun.
Oh yeah, those moments are genuinely the hardest to gentle parent when you're actively in pain. Like
I was like, that's why I was like, ow.
yeah, the bilingual kitten has like chucked toys straight at my eye, and she's like she would be like 2 years old. You know, you can't, you know, she don't really know what the fuck she's doing. She just got here. She just learned how to use those things. You know what I mean? Those hands are hers, and so I was just like, ooh. You can't do that. Like I'm like literally biting down on like to not like you can't do that, baby. Please don't do that.
It's like, yeah, those, and that's not easy. And it's also you're unlearning past experiences because gentle parenting is a more newer practice, and you have to unlearn the methods of supporting children that you've been taught your whole life. That for me was the hardest journey as a teacher. One is also changing my language of how I talk to kids was also really hard. Now I'm like, now it comes second nature. But when I was first making those changes of being mindful of my language of how I talk to kids, about like using more guidance centered language rather than control language of trying to control kids, switching my language to more supportive and guidance centered language, that was a huge shift. That was really difficult. All right, pick a topic you disagree with.
Oh my god, finally. I'll
Oh, that's weird. Try again tomorrow now.
My biggest struggle is like being concise when trying to explain to her, because like I know that like at that age, if it's too wordy, they'll zone out. You know what I mean? But I'm so neurodivergent. I feel like I have to explain every single part. And so like, but I know she's zoning out. And I'm like, please listen, like just stay listening for a little bit more.
Well, sometimes
Got like three more paragraphs. Hold on.
Sometimes you have to keep it short and concise, right? Like you do. And then, because I have to remind people, it takes 300 times for a child to be in a situation for them to actually learn and fully understand what to do in it. 300 times. So they're going to keep doing it again and again. So you have all that time, all that 300 times to explain it further.
It's true. Yeah. I don't know. In my brain in the moment, it just goes in overdrive and it's just like, explain every single part of this situation. So she fully understands, but I know her brain doesn't work that way. It's just, oof.
Yeah.
Parenting as a neurodivergent person is a ride.
So, and that dude just learned a lesson today that don't be rude and you will get to stay up. The only reason he got kicked is because he was being a little shit. When you say finally, even though you were the one interrupting a conversation that was already happening, yeah. Bye. Ready for it? Ready for it? Did I have it the right way?
That was great. I'm not a parent, but I have the same issue with over-explaining things, Ty. I don't often explain things in one-word sentences. I have to go into a complete in-depth.
Same. It's so hard.
It has to happen.
Age and pronouns.
I'm 23 years old, he, him.
Okay, pick a topic you disagree with.
Okay, so let me talk about the first one.
Okay.
It says it's all men, even the good one. Now, I strongly disagree with that. And my few reasons is because, number one, just because your dad touched you when you were a kid doesn't mean all men are like your father. You know, I bet you probably had lots of shitty exes.
So
It doesn't mean all men are like your exes.
Are you agreeing?
And I would also,
Hold on.
I
Are you
also say the
so
world was better in the
wait.
future.
So are you agreeing that men are shitty?
Of course, women are shitty too.
Okay.
People are shitty.
So are you agreeing that the person most likely to harm people are people in close proximity to them, like their fathers?
Yeah, people around
Oh,
you, your family, your
W,
father. Yeah, I agree.
Baze, thank you for agreeing. Yeah. You. I don't know why they think that's an O, and I'm like, you're just telling the truth. Yes, we know the people most likely to harm people are the people in closest proximity, fathers, uncles, brothers. That's not a tell on women, that's a tell on how gross men are. But thank you for admitting it. I love it. You proved my point. Thank you. Easy concession. Oh, does it keep buffering on YouTube? What's going on? Is it not loading? What's going on YouTube? Do I need to restart the stream on YouTube?
No.
Age and pronouns.
Sorry. Didn't mean to.
Oh, you got it. You ever dream of... Yeah.
Didn't you say you were gonna dye your hair soon?
Me?
Yeah.
I would like to. That costs.
That's true. Everybody send Ari all your money so that she can get her hair dyed pretty gay colors.
Yes, we want her to do red because she loves and cares about me so much.
Yeah.
She wants.
Oh my
to-
god, please do red.
I'm just tired of keeping up with this piece. I like it. It's cute when it's done. I'm just tired of keeping up with it. It's a lot to maintain, and it looks crazy when it grows out. So I just want to dye my whole head one color. That would be nice.
Red. I vote red.
I also vote red. You know how biased I am. But I think it would look great on you.
I want to go red.
Like a cherry cola red.
Because I just think
Nice like deep crimson. Or
I
something.
think red looks great on brown skin. Period. Age and pronouns.
28, male.
Pronouns.
I have no preferred pronouns.
Are you gender apathetic?
Possibly. Haven't figured it out yet.
Okay. Do you identify with masculinity?
Sure.
Do you identify with femininity?
In some aspects, I guess.
So the answer is no. You're not gender apathetic. So I'm gonna ask you again. What are your pronouns?
I have no preferred pronouns.
Okay. You're not gender apathetic. If you were gender apathetic, then that would be the case. But you're not. That's simple. Yeah, which means you identify with gender, which means you identify with pronouns. That simple. If you're not gender apathetic, then you do care about gender. So which means you do identify with pronouns. I'm not here for the fuck shit games. You don't know what gender apathetic is. You could have lied and also gave different pronouns. That would have been fine too. I've had people come up here and lie about their pronouns.
So cherry cola red.
Oh my god. W for clearing out the heart puffs though, guys. I appreciate you guys. Alright, I'm gonna let Khadijah up for a little bit. Can you guys sorry for the fan sound. It's a stim right now.
W stimming. We love stimming.
Please help. Can you guys run Khadijah's gifts up real quick? Please, 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 please. I'm only gonna keep her up for a bit. Actually, we might hit a restart. Yeah, well, that's why I got this, because I have a fan in my makeup kit that I used to, like, with my makeup when I put, what is it, finishing spray on. And that stays in my makeup kit, but I like to have a fan to stim with, so that's why I got this one. And I like this one because it says fuck off. I mean, my front door says go away.
I love that for you.
I might have to hit a restart on YouTube. YouTube is so far behind in the chat. What is going on? What is happening with YouTube chat? Sorry, go ahead, Ty.
I don't. Was I saying something? I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
You were, I think. I don't
It
know.
wasn't important.
YouTube chat, can you hear Ty and Shay?
Testing, vag, testing.
Oh my fucking god.
Just see if they can hear me.
Yes, Haven Book Club is this Saturday. Be sure to work out your technical issues. We will be in the stage this time. So if y'all have technical issues with the stage, you have to work them out before Saturday. Because we can't go to the other chat. There's too many people.
Why is the YouTube chat now just saying testing vag?
How did I read your mind, W?
Bro. Guys, run Khadijah's gifts up, please, please, please.
I gave all of them. Hold on, do I have any more?
Hey, what's up?
Asian
Hey,
pronouns.
guys.
Oh my fucking god, already. Like, you can wait till you're introduced. Asian pronouns.
Yes, ma'am. 42. Don't look it, but I am a he, him.
Okay, great. Pick a topic you disagree with.
All masculinity is toxic.
Okay.
Can I ask, is all toxic masculine, or can women be toxic as well? I mean, what kind of toxicity are we looking at here?
What does the prompt say?
All masculinity is toxic.
Okay. Does it say that all things that are toxic are masculine? Or does it say all masculinity is toxic?
That's what I'm asking.
Read it again.
All masculinity, all masculine is toxic.
All masculine.
Or masculinity, what, when you put the entity in something, that means it's a following or a group or a mass.
What's
you
the
know,
last time you read a
collective.
book?
I hate books. I had to read them when I was in college, university, and in high school and elementary, but you know, I don't read books. Do you read books?
Yeah, I think you should practice reading more. I think it would
Why
help you.
so?
Because you didn't read that right.
Well, all masculinity. I have a speech impediment, by the way.
You said all masculine.
Oh, well, one or the other, are they not? One or the other?
Something that is masculine and masculinity are two different words.
And I thought masculinity is a group more of like a power in numbers kind of thing.
Masculinity?
And masculine is more like personal output of masculine.
Guys in
Or
the chat,
being,
we're not doing ableism. We're not talking about someone's sobriety. We're not doing
Why
that.
can't women be masculine? Is that what
Lord fucking Jesus. Do you hear me talking to my chat real quick?
and then if women want to transition,
Holy shit.
then it's a whole new toxic.
No, you don't even know what you're talking about.
I mean, we can stretch it. Masculinity is that.
Give us a second. Ari is talking to the chat. Stop speaking.
Okay.
The whisper. Okay. Guys, chat, chill out on the ableism. Chill out on the sobriety. A lot of things that you guys conflate between ableism and sobriety get mixed up. A lot of people that you think are drunk might just be autistic or have some type of neurodivergence.
Or have a stroke.
Or that. Or the vice versa. So let's not talk on someone's sobriety. Let's not also talk about someone if they have a disability.
Even if a drunk person
Lord-
came up and
Lord
had the
Jesus.
right thing to say, you can't just proclaim that they're wrong just because they came up
No
sounding
one
like they had a
is
stroke.
saying that.
But I'm just saying that.
But
like,
it
even
is
if they
a
did
bit.
sound like that.
Oh my gosh, it is a bit exploitative to have someone who's
Yes.
intoxicated on the live.
That's amazing. Yes,
Okay, great. I'm glad we got there.
me too.
Are you done now?
I just wanted to know that if it's basically saying all masculinity is toxic is like all men or no men. That's that's what I get
Oh,
from that.
shocker! What's right above it?
That's what I get from it.
Great, it's right above it. So I agree with that.
But I don't
topic, too.
agree with both.
Okay, and you're not saying anything about it. You're not arguing anything about it. You're just.
Well, why do women want to be masculine so much if it's so toxic?
What are women doing that is masculine? That you're saying this?
Transitioning to men?
Transitioning to men. Those
Yeah,
aren't-
and then
those-
men
those-
are
those aren't-
transitioning to
those-
women.
Those aren't one.
Well,
The ones that you
well,
the
men
women.
are-
Hi, the people you're talking about.
Oh, so you're saying that
Oh my. Hi. I'm talking. Stop over talking, dude.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. If you over talk me one more time, I'm just gonna drop you. Like the needing to parent you. You're. How old are you again?
42.
42. Right? I should not have to parent you. You need to act your age. Okay? Do you understand?
My mom's name's Karen, so that's
Do you need
tough.
do you need me to call Karen?
No, don't
Do
call her.
Do I need to make a call home?
You would actually put her in her place, so yeah, call her.
Okay.
Do it.
Give me her phone
I'll
number.
give her your number.
All right,
Do it.
give
You
me
want to
her
do it
phone-
on live?
Give me.
You want to do it now?
I'm gonna call her and tell her you're misbehaving.
All right, I'll give you the number.
Okay.
All right, ready? I'm not on live. I don't want anyone else. You get 92.
I'm gonna call her
What
right
if I
now.
want
Yeah.
to text your mom?
No
I need-
one's
I need
texting my
cuddles.
mom on here. I'll give you the number, and you call her. What are you going to ask her?
I'm gonna tell her you're misbehaving.
And
asking what she's
going
wearing.
to say, well, what did my son do?
You got expelled. That's what he did.
I'm gonna say, "Hey, Mama Up, what are you wearing?
Edith,
How you feeling tonight?"
I was never gonna let him give the number out. If he said one digit, I was gonna drop him.
Yes, Mama Up. I don't know her name yet.
He's saying weirdos while Lord fucking Jesus is the glass. Oh my God. The pot calling the kettle black. What? All right. Can we get W for the gifts to Khadijah? Thank you so much. If we can last round on Khadijah, because I am gonna drop her down. I appreciate you guys so much. No, you're fucking weird and you're not answering questions, Skillard. I don't want to talk to you. What the fuck is happening right now? You're just being weird. You're unfortunate. Your mom should have swallowed. Talk about your mom. How about that? Guys, I don't know if chat knew, speaking of that, my favorite thing that Santana says is, what is his? Slap nuts. I love when he calls ops slap nuts. I think that shit is fucking hilarious. That's why sometimes I'll randomly send him $1 just so he can say slap nuts. W for the galaxy. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for the galaxies for Khadijah. I appreciate you guys. No, go away. You're being weird. Marshmallow Brain is Jeff's. And I call Op Silly Gooses.
That's a good one, though. I like. That's a good.
Why? Oh my god. But Bananas is not me, though. That's Santana. Unfortunately for me, I am Ether. But Ether Dude ruined it today. Yes, he is complaining in TikTok chat. He's just sitting here talking shit in TikTok chat. Your dog sitter brought up Ether? Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. I don't really care about the masculine tag anymore. Well, the whole point of... Alright, so like, for those who are new to the conversation, why I have all masculinity's toxic is because I basically talk about the structural functionalism of patriarchy. And I use the 3 sociological paradigms to discuss it. So I don't run these topics how typical debate lives run these topics. Like, well, I do run the all black people is racist, very similar to Solid, so yes, that one. But it's all men. I don't run it like how normal people debate it. All men masculinity is toxic. I actually haven't seen people really debate this until me, but that could be my bias. I don't know, people may have been running it before, but I don't even think they talk about it in the way I do, in terms of I talk about it in the sociological understanding of it. Capitalism upholds rape culture. I don't see anybody talk about that at all. So, but essentially, masculinity is toxic. How I discuss it is that masculinity simply in sort of a global standpoint, but it's because the idea of masculinity and what is masculine varies per culture, right? It's gonna vary per culture. Like a masculine performance in the Nordic countries, like wearing a kilt, that's not a same masculine performance here in the United States, right? So I don't care about the specific characteristics because per society that might change. However, what is consistent is that the association of masculinity is simply just characteristics associated with boys and men. And so basically it's associated with a gender binary. Cool. What's the purpose of the gender binary? Why does the gender binary exist? Because boys and men are gender categories. The gender binary is to be able to identify the in-group and the out-group in a hierarchical structure. Patriarchy is hierarchical. So in recognizing that it's a hierarchy, it's just to be able to identify who to give privileges to and who to not give privileges to. So masculinity essentially serves as a symbol, as a status symbol, right? A status symbol of privilege. And the owners of that are who are to receive those privileges. If you're in the Discord, there is a study that talks about this. I have a study. It's in my patriarchy section. And it's titled like it has a title of masculinity on it, and it breaks down the structural functionalism of masculinity. And so it's so you can it serves 2 purposes in that identification. One, so boys and men can identify themselves because gender is a psychosocial schema. So boys and men at a young age see the performances of masculinity, they identify with it and understand that they are men. That's how they know that they're men and boys, right? So they see the performance, they know that's them and that fits their schema, and they identify themselves. And then it serves for the purpose of other people on the outside. So I call it, what I teach to my students, my teachers, we call it mirrors and windows. So masculinity serves as a mirror for us to reflect and recognize if we identify with it and on an internal level. In that gender performance, and that's how we know we're men. And then on the window aspect, we see masculine performances, and that's how we grant privileges. So it's to be able to identify ourselves as a privileged group, and then to grant privileges to that privileged group. So it just serves for the existence of patriarchal violence and maintenance of patriarchy. Who's to have voting rights? Who's not to have voting rights? Who's allowed the right to vote? Who's not allowed the right to vote? Who's allowed to have bank account? Who's not allowed to have bank accounts? Who's wearing a skirt? Who's not wearing a skirt? Who's allowed to have pants with pockets? Who's not allowed to have pants with pockets? Things with that, like that. So if that helps you break it down in terms of understanding patriarchy and masculinity, there you go. You and me. Age and pronouns.
28. I have no preferred pronouns.
All right. Let me know when you figure them out. Age and pronouns.
21. He, him.
Okay. Hold on one second. I'm sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry, I did not want to sneeze in the mic. Okay. Pick a topic you disagree with.
I do believe that black people can be racist.
Okay. No hypotheticals, no anecdotes, and if your only understanding of the topic is rooted in the dictionary, thank you for the bless yous. If your only understanding of the topic is rooted in the dictionary, you're not going to do well here. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I believe that racism is an ideology as well as it is a system. I believe that it had to start off as an ideology before it could be implemented into a system that oppresses people. With that being said, because it started off as an ideology and a belief that was, taken upon interpersonally by, groups of people, I still think that interpersonally, any race of person can have that racial discrimination towards another race or person interpersonally, like on an individual level.
Okay.
So yes, I believe every single race of people could be racist or have that racial prejudice or discrimination or hatred towards any other race of people.
Yeah, how did racism start?
How did racism start?
For what reason? How did it start?
It was a
and
class
why?
system. It was a class system
Why?
in order to what? I know the words. I'm not finding the right words to use it. It was a class system started in order to separate groups of people, make one superior to the other
Why?
as justification for conquesting and taking over, pillaging, using them for labor.
Who?
Spaniards, I want to say.
Conquesting who?
Oh, conquesting indigenous people.
Where?
Well, I mean, slavery's happened.
Can you
Well,
answer,
I guess
can you answer that question? Where?
we're specifically in the context.
Yeah, when those origins.
I mean, I'd want to say it might date back to, but from my earliest memory, I want to say early Americas.
No, I'm saying where were they commissioned to enslave indigenous people? Where? Who? What? Where? When? Why? How? I don't think you have enough information.
I don't think I have the factual. I'm not the factual. I don't think I have the specific historical knowledge. I understand the concept, not the historical knowledge.
I don't think you do, because the concept is really relevant to the historical knowledge. Oh shit!
In terms of what? In terms of discriminating somebody? Discriminate what? In terms of discrimination?
Yeah,
based on
racism isn't just simple discrimination. That's.
I know it's not. I know it's not just that, but I'm saying that's
like you can discriminate against somebody and not be racist. So. And actually, I think there's certain forms of discrimination that are actually valid.
right. No, I'm saying discrimination based on one's ethnic background.
Yeah, race isn't about race isn't about.
We're not
ethnicity.
even talking about ethnicity, so that's
Ethnicity, nationality.
Nope, racism doesn't have to do with
Wow.
nationality either.
So one's race,
Yeah.
discrimination upon one's race.
Yeah, but I think someone can discriminate against someone's race and be justified.
But they can also discriminate against one's race and not be justified.
Yeah. So
I'm not saying every single.
that's why I say racism is simply just discrimination, because there are valid forms of I would say there's just justified reason for certain racial groups to be discriminated against.
Well, two things can be true at once.
Like I would say, like, especially like during chattel slavery, if people not chattel slavery, let's say during Jim Crow era, if black people didn't want white people near them because of all the lynchings that were happening, and so they created black havens and safe spaces where they were hiding and keeping from white people from entering their spaces, I would say that's justified. That's a protective measure.
Right. So what I'm saying is two things can be true at once. There can be that just because you discriminate against somebody doesn't necessarily mean you're being racist, but you could be discriminating against somebody because you're racist.
Great. So now we have to get to the nitty gritty of what racism is, and the historical context, even in how you started this conversation, matters. And I don't think you fully understand the historical context to be able to understand the argument you're making. Because the who, what, when, where, why, how of how a race started is important.
Well, because again, I have a problem with that. I'm assuming what you're trying to get at is because the origins and like originally what racism was used and who it was used by, because it was originally brought up and implemented in one way, that doesn't mean that other groups of people can't take those same ideologies and also enact them in that same way.
Show me evidence of a huge societal paradigm shift of the restructuring of how racism functions.
There's not been much of a paradigm shift.
Oh, great. So then the original functionality of how it works still stands.
I'm not doubting that.
Okay, so
it's
then,
not what the argument was.
So then black people can't be racist.
That's not. Again,
you just conceded.
It's not about. No, I didn't concede. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just don't know how you
I
did.
did not. No.
You really did. Because you admitted
the function
there hasn't been a paradigm shift on how racism functions. So thus, right, black people can't be racist.
How racism, how it functions and who it's implemented by.
Yeah, it doesn't. So if all right, so when we're talking about racism, right, and a racist, we're talking about someone who has the necessary conditions, has access to or can meet the necessary conditions to perpetuate an action, right? Like a paraplegic cannot kick a ball, right, with their leg, because they do not meet the necessary conditions to be able to actualize that action of kicking a ball with their leg, or at least independently without uses of assistance, right? Because they cannot actualize usage of their legs. They do not meet those parameters. So when we're talking about black people can't be racist, we're talking about the necessary conditions to be able to facilitate an action. And so what are the necessary conditions? And you even mentioned the history, which I also agree is really relevant to this, right? On how racism functions for those parameters to be met to facilitate the action of being a racist.
So that's why, that's why I specified, that's quite literally why I specified, number one, I specified that it had to become an ideology before, because I agreed that it can be systemic.
I also agree with you that it
But what I'm saying is
I agree that language is violence. I do not disagree with you, but I still don't think you understand, and it goes back to my original point, you don't understand the historical nuance of how racism started and how it functions.
I understand how it started, and I understand what the purpose of it.
So give me all of, because you didn't give me all the necessary things. Tell me exactly.
I didn't explain it to you, but I understand the base.
So I need you to explain it then.
What'd you say?
I need you to. I need you to explain to me how it started. Guys, also, just don't forget, we are, and you guys can too, we can do super chats in the Cash App. So if you guys want to send me anything to read off to the app, I definitely can do that. Can I get a W for Aiden for the $10 Cash App? Made this, and they said, made this account just to thank you for the education. W Aiden in the chat. That is so fucking sweet. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I got cut off.
You're good.
So in terms of how racism was enacted, right? It was essentially it was used as a,
No,
like
what
I was saying, for a class system.
I want to know how it happened, the specifics. Why, when, where, for what purpose. That's all really
Oh,
relevant.
like the actual history. Oh,
Yeah. Do you not know?
well, I mean, the only thing is, because I know what is defined as, not just one definition. I know what it's defined as, but you insisted that just having the definition and just
Oh, I didn't ask
knowing
for a definition.
technically what it means.
I don't care for definitions. I didn't ask you for a definition. I would never ask you for that.
Of a word?
I don't care about definitions.
Is that not where? Is that not
No,
what?
I'm asking you for how it functions, how it works. I don't care about a definition. We can describe shit all we
Like
want.
how it functions.
Yeah, I can describe this microphone all I fucking want to, right? Black, colorful, light in it, whatever. It does not tell you. Through my description, I'm not telling you how it works. I don't know how it works because I don't know the cogs and mechanisms for it to produce and share my sound with you, right? I'm asking you for the function.
The function of racism. Racism was a way for a certain group of people to remain superior in order to enact their in order to enact their class system, in order to have dominance and superiority, to be able to control
class
a certain
system for
group of
what
people
purpose? System for what purpose? Why?
to remain superior,
For what purpose?
because superiority equals control.
Great. For what purpose?
In order to use said people
For what purpose?
however they see fit.
For what historical nuance?
Economic gain.
Okay. Great. Have black people created a mass system that disenfranchised and has exploited people to a mass extent?
Nope.
No. Great. So black people can't be racist. Cool. I think the overall...
That's just not what that means.
It is. You've already made mass concessions, and I'll explain to you how.
I haven't.
You have. You just don't know how. And I'm literally explaining to you how until you did the cope laugh.
Oh yes. Explain to someone that doesn't. That's not.
Hi. I'm trying to explain to you, but you keep doing the weird cope laugh. Anyway, yeah, we don't see the first evidence of racism till 1452 with Gomez de Zurara, who was commissioned by Henry the Navigator of Spain to find a justification for a slave trade, and he needed a blessing from the church for Pope Nicholas V. So he commissioned Gomez de Zurara to go to Africa and find a justification to enslave black people on the continent, and he did. He came back and gave the justification saying these people with these phenotypes on this continent are lustful deviants that need salvation from God. Gave that to Pope Nicholas V. And the Pope Nicholas V put out 2 palpable bulls saying it was okay to start the slave trade, and they did. So I agree with you. The historical nuance is important, that it was established as a hierarchy of superiority in the realm of whiteness, of holding whiteness in high regards, and holding those with proximity to blackness at the bottom of the hierarchy, right, for the justification of the exploitation of labor of those people. And later, by Carl Linnaeus and Johann Blumenbach, came the title or the labels of black, white, and other labels that we don't use because they are now slurs, and I will not repeat them. So I think that contextual information is relevant because that's why I said you conceded earlier, because we haven't seen a huge paradigm shift in the structuring and maintenance of racism in its original function, its original purpose, and how it facilitates. That's how you conceded when you agreed to that, because it has served for the patroness of maintaining whiteness and high regards for the exploitation of labor, and still to this day serves for the maintenance of exploitation of labor and holding whiteness and rights regard. It's a system of white supremacy. It always has been from the day of its inception. And to your concession, we haven't seen a huge paradigm shift.
So again, racism in its origins began with white supremacy, the concept of racism itself is the concept
I'm going to ask you again.
I'm
going to ask you again then, because I just want to make sure. Are you taking this back where you said can you provide me evidence of us seeing a huge paradigm change to the structuring and functioning of racism?
You just keyword right there. You just said structure. It's important that you say that. Structure is important because I specified the fact that there is like the racism itself is to ideology and belief, right? As well as it is a structure and a system, right? They're two different things. Not they're they obviously they connect, but they are also two different things. And when you talk about racism, yes, racism in its origins, they are rooted from white supremacy. But the concept of racism is supremacy, believing that your race is superior to another person's race, believing that there is that superiority, believing that one race is inferior to your race. Okay, it's important to note that. Yes, you don't want to go off definitions, but if we look in terms of yes, the origins of racism begin with white supremacy, but the concept of racism itself is supremacy, is racist superiority.
Yeah.
With that being
you
said,
still have not provided me evidence of a shift in the paradigm of the structure and functioning of racism.
Irrelevant.
No, it's extremely relevant.
It's not.
It
The
is.
whole conversation.
There's plenty of examples.
It's not
There's plenty of
irrelevant
examples
because
of
you've established right that racism is rooted in white supremacy.
It's
In order to
supremacy.
establish you just said it was rooted in white supremacy, but racism itself was supremacy. That's what you just said. So again, right? What you established is that it's rooted in this idea that whiteness is superior. So now you'd have to establish racism shifting in paradigm to where any other race's superiority necessitates racism.
No,
that's what you'd have to establish.
I established that. Yes, I established that the origins were of white supremacy. However, I'm saying the ideology itself, it's formed on the basis of supremacy.
Okay.
That doesn't specify white supremacy.
I'm gonna pause you because I already established that it is foundationally white supremacy, because the ideology that you're talking about, because I do again believe language or violence, and the specific language that was used, and I iterated to you very intentionally, was that these people on this continent that look like this with this phenotype are lustful deviants that need salvation from God. And through that rhetoric, holding those who were later deemed black inferior to those who were later deemed white, show through their language that in that original paradigm and structuring of racism, that it was foundationally a system of white supremacy. And hence why I'm going to need a source, right? I don't care about anything else you have to say. I'm going to need a source or evidence of a entire paradigm shift on how that differs from how it was, its original functions. How it was, and structural functionalism is not something you literally separate from itself. It's literally a sociological paradigm. It's literally a term used in sociology to study social constructs, to see how something is structured to how it facilitates in society, the structural functionalism. So you're going to have to show me evidence of an entire paradigm shift in the structural functionalism of racism, so that the paradigm is inverted, where black people hold a monopoly on violence and access to resources, to disenfranchise, to disenfranchise and subjugate others, other races, for the exploitation of labor.
I'm afraid your argument is unfortunately more circular than you realize.
It's not.
Just because you refuse to do something doesn't make you right.
I'm gonna need evidence.
Evidence for what? We've already established this.
The inversion of.
We've already established. What are you arguing?
The inversion.
I never disagreed with you.
Okay, so then it's a concession.
That's not that. That's a way to jump to conclusions. It's not what I'm saying.
It literally is a concession.
I mean, if you refuse to have a proper debate, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just saying you can't just like tell people what to like. It's a debate. I can't argue when I'm trying to argue. If you try to set the boundaries,
just because you don't know what just happened doesn't mean it didn't.
I don't know what just happened. What kind of gaslighting is that? You didn't do anything to me.
It's not gaslighting. You just
it just is. You're trying to convince me that you won. That's not how arguments work.
You conceded and you just don't know.
I did not concede. You just don't want to let somebody else have a debate.
You just don't know how racism works.
You don't want to have equal footing in a conversation. That's cool. It doesn't mean you won. Did you give me the
literally,
opportunity to be able to present my case, or do you want to just keep on?
you already presented your case.
I didn't do. No, you keep on.
You conceded in literally the first
I
5
didn't
minutes.
concede. I didn't concede.
You did.
I didn't concede.
You literally
You
conceded.
asked me a lining. You asked me a guided
literally-
lining of questioning, and you didn't let me get to
No,
deviate and ask
from-
and explain myself.
From
Yes,
your-
congratulations,
from-
you beat me. What?
Listen, the crash out is not doing anything for you, bro.
I'm not crashing out.
You literally are. You conceded in the first 5 minutes, and I already explained to you how, right? Because I agree with you, right? The origins of racism, right, was through language of superiority, right? The only information that you negated and I added to, it was a superiority of whiteness, of holding whiteness in high regard. And this is why I keep asking you, right, to show me a paradigm shift where whiteness is no longer, because racism specifically was created for the purposes of white supremacy, right? Not just plain supremacy, for white supremacy. It was created for the justification of a slave trade, right? And so this is why I keep asking you for evidence of a complete paradigm shift. And then you said there is none. Great. So then it stands, and that's a concession.
Not a concession.
The only way you can prove to us, even from your own argumentation, is by showing evidence of a paradigm shift.
Do you know what my argument is?
Yes.
What's my argument?
Basically, that.
Basically, that's a good way to start. All right.
Hi. The crash out and the cope laughing is not helping you here, buddy. Okay. Simply, you're saying it's a system of supremacy for the purposes of disenfranchising others. Cool. I don't disagree with you. I don't think you have enough information. So I gave you further information. The specific disenfranchisement that occurred at its origins, because you said at its origins it started through language. I agree. But what was the specific language is what matters. You keep negating really important information that's relevant to the topic. That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. You should have studied more before you came up here. And just because you're not tracking, right, that's not a me problem. You need to study up on racism more. Do you want me to provide you a source?
That's just not my point.
Do you want me to provide you a source?
You quite literally, I asked you to ask me, I asked you what my point was, and then you said something that was not my point, which I knew you were going to do, which just proved you weren't listening to what I was saying.
That you said. Because you did say, yes, she did. Because
she just put words in my own mouth.
No, because you did say that it was a system of supremacy. That is what you said.
And this is the problem, is that you just did not listen to what I was saying.
Is that not what you said? Did you say that, or did you not say that?
So in the beginning, when I was first talking,
yes,
in the beginning when I was first talking,
no.
That's not exactly what I said. No.
Got you.
Mute him.
Yes, she did.
I'll mute myself.
She just put words in my own mouth. No, because you did say that it was a system of supremacy.
Right, the origins of racism, right, was through language of superiority, right? The only information that you negated and I added to, it was a superiority of whiteness, of holding whiteness in high regard. And this is why I keep asking you
to deviate and ask and explain myself. Yes, that's cool. It doesn't mean you won.
You didn't get
evidence for what? We've already established this.
The inversion of.
We've already established. What are you arguing?
On how that differs from how it was, its original functions. How it was, and structural functionalism is not something you literally.
It's formed on the basis of supremacy.
Okay.
It doesn't specify white supremacy.
I'm gonna do that again.
Where did I say white supremacy? I established that. Yes, I established that.
Oh, he's gonna gaslight now. No one's. Oh my God! Did you miss the part where I said you said it was on the basis of supremacy, and I said you were missing important context where I added white supremacy? I've been arguing the whole time that I don't disagree with you. You just don't have enough information, so I've been adding more information. Now you're this is just cope, dude. This is literally just
deviating. You didn't say everything that I explained. You're leaving parts out of white supremacy.
And we literally
However, I'm
played
saying
it
the ideology itself, it's formed on the basis of supremacy.
Okay.
That doesn't specify Again,
I'm
white
gonna pause
supremacy.
you.
It's supremacy.
I'm gonna pause you because I already established that it is foundationally white supremacy because the ideology that you're talking about. You see how it's
You
me
just
that
did.
you see how it's
I didn't
me.
even say white supremacy.
Oh,
That's the
hi!
supremacy.
Oh
say
my
you
fucking
did.
god!
Look, you just
She
added words
Oh
in
did.
my
my mouth.
She did.
god!
You didn't. She
I
did.
didn't say white
She's
supremacy.
adding the
Literally.
information.
Oh my
Hold
god!
on, because you're not tracking. She added the information of white supremacy. You put it as just supremacy, and she added white supremacy. That is what happened.
And there's again, the reason why it's important to note that it was based and rooted on it was based and rooted on supremacy, right? Obviously, like specifically white supremacy. It was because it was white people, or it was white, Caucasian, whoever it is, Spaniards, Europeans, whatever, right? Because they were the first to enact said system, right? The ideology itself, because it's a sociology thing, right? It's a sociology thing that as humans.
Now he's bringing sociology like he knows. What
No,
he's
no,
talking about.
because we can actually talk about this, right? Sociology says that babies aren't born racist. Nobody's born racist, right? But babies are
Guys,
they
kick
are
fun
aware
is
of
open.
race. They are aware of race, right? And they are aware of they have fear of the unknown, right? So if they're a child and they see somebody who doesn't look like them, they're going to be feared. They're going to be unknown, right? That nobody's born racist, right? How that's enacted is how they're brought up and the ideologies and the things that they hear. The reason why I specified in the beginning, the first thing I said is that it's interpersonal. The reason why I specified that it's interpersonal is because it goes from person to person, and I
He's
also
changing his
specified.
argument.
I'm never look at. I'm saying the exact same thing I said in the beginning of the live. I swear you can go back and look. You have it right there. I said I specified that it's a system as well as it is an ideology. I said it's an ideology first before it's a system, and I said it's interpersonal. I specified that word, and the reason I said that was because I understand that
How do
that,
social
that white
constructs
supremacy.
work? How do social constructs work?
How do social constructs work? Their ideas, their ideologies.
So do you need people
Yes.
to maintain? Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my beginning, right? So if we understand the origins of racism have not changed, right? And it was through language of seeing black people as degenerate, lustful deviants, right? And that was done in that mentality. You're going to have to give me evidence. And through those interpersonal interactions, if you want to bring in the interpersonal, right? Since you know so much now about sociology, interpersonal, and like conflict theory and symbolic interactionalism, right? All right. And those interpersonal interactions through those individuals spread a mass system of chattel slavery that lasted for quite a while, right? A couple hundred years, right? And then we saw Reconstruction, Jim Crow, mass incarceration, things like that happening to black people, right? So I'm going to need evidence that there was an entire societal paradigm shift, that those interpersonal interactions, that the interpersonal interactions that were happening at the origins of race are different from the interpersonal interactions now. Because those
So you just described how it.
Those were interpersonal interactions that facilitated the origins, and you're gonna have to show me a paradigm shifts in the mentality of how racism works and how it functions and the structural functionalism of it to now. You're gonna need to provide me evidence of that.
You just described what I was saying the entire time about how it shifted from it being a social construct to a system.
No.
It started off as a social construct and it was interacted into a system. Why are you crashing out?
No, Shay, hold on.
Okay.
What are systems of oppression?
What do you mean, what are systems of oppression? What are they specifically?
Are they social constructs?
They start off as that, yeah?
Is patriarchy a system of oppression?
Yes.
Is racism a system of oppression?
Mm-hmm.
Is racism a social construct?
Yes.
Guys, the kick fund is open.
So it's not a social construct and a systemic construct at the same time? What's not tracked? Do I need to say it in a different way so you understand, or what? I'm confused. But
No, you are very confused. You are very
clearly, I don't think you're understanding what I'm. I don't think you're understanding what you're saying.
You don't understand what you're saying right now.
Is it not tracking for you how it started and what it turned into?
You have no idea what you're saying.
Am I? Everyone in the chat, is she okay? Is she having a stroke? What did I not? What did I not say that wasn't clear? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? You just admitted that you literally just explained piece by piece, talking about how it started off as a social construct, and you enacted Jim Crow laws, and you enacted all these things.
I asked
then you literally highlighted.
Is racism a social construct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it a system of oppression?
Yes. Two things can be true. Yes, they're both those things. What are you talking about?
At the same time.
Yes.
Great!
So what are you talking about?
It's not that it's shifted outside of being a social construct. It's still to this day a social construct.
But you can have one without having the other.
No, you literally can't.
Yes, you can.
You literally can't. All systems of oppression are social constructs.
Can you have... Did racism exist before race existed?
Did race... The thought of it, yeah. It wasn't defined,
No.
yes.
The
yes.
thought of it? No.
It did, yes. There was
How
no
do you
word
have
for it.
racism
Race
without
doesn't exist.
race?
Does it make any sense?
So stupid. Like,
W
Wait,
in the chat for Michelle for rejection therapy. Oh my God. W in the chat for Michelle for rejection therapy. Guys, whenever we do rejection therapy, for those who are new to the live, every dollar counts towards it. It supports the live, it supports the book club, and it gets these ops out the fuck out of here. For those who are used to Santana's thing, that's kind of like Santana's kick fund. Mine is called rejection therapy because we love rejecting men, especially mid-sons. I love men's audacity. I think it's hilarious.
so
My next question was going to be: did racism exist before, or can racism exist outside of society? Because the fact that we don't understand that systems of oppression are social constructs is very interesting. It's very interesting.
Age and pronouns.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Age 40, pronouns she, her, hers.
Okay, hold on one second. W Tiffany in the chat for also supporting rejection therapy. W Tiffany. You guys are awesome. All right. Also W Amanda for rejection therapy. She said, reject that ignorant man. Rejection therapy for the ignorant man. W for Amanda for the $1 dono for rejection therapy. If you guys want to support the stream, tap the screen, share the live. Pay links are in the bio, and we do random rejection therapy for men that get on our fucking nerves. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wanted to clarify about the all masculinity is toxic, because it seemed like a bioessentialist concept.
No.
No. In what? Because I think that like women enacting sexuality, like stud lesbians particularly, trans men can be transformative about their masculinity. So I guess I'm struggling with the idea that all of it is toxic.
What is masculinity?
A prison, but
I don't
it
disagree with
is, yeah, it is a construction
Would you just
generally be.
Would you agree it's just characteristics associated with boys and men?
Socially associated with cisgender boys and men, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, masculinity is a social construct. Do you understand boys and men to be gender?
Boys and men to be a gender?
Yeah, they're gender categories. Do you understand that to be gender?
They're gender categories, correct.
Okay, great. And I'm assuming you know full well that women were not allowed the right to vote, property, this and third, weren't allowed to wear pants for a while, that type of stuff, right?
Correct.
So masculinity just serves the purposes, and if you understand the sociological paradigms, it serves the function of identifying the in-group in an oppressive structure. So one, in the stance of gender identity, young boys see masculine performances, and that's how they understand that they're men. And that's how they find gender identity within a psychosocial schema. And then also it's how we grant privileges. We see displays of masculinity, and we grant privileges to those who display it, who are, well, also the bioessentialist nature of patriarchy is those who we perceive to be masculine. And then we grant them privileges. So like, i.e. when women do displays of masculinity, they're shunned, called bitches, cunts, all those other things, are negatively associated. So the owners of masculinity are men, are they're the only ones to own masculinity under a patriarchal construct because it has a bioessentialist nature. And then when those who are to be the owners of masculinity are perceived, they are granted privileges. So again, it just stands for the existence of a patriarchal oppressive structure and identifying the in-group.
Well, I mean, we live under a patriarchal structure, but if women are able to, I agree that the women are punished, especially masculine presenting women, are punished for engaging in a masculinity that makes sense to them. But does that mean that their performance of masculinity is particularly toxic?
Under society, like I just have contention with the whole construct of masculinity. I'm a gender abolitionist. Why does masculinity have to exist?
Oh, you're a gender abolition. Okay, that I'll take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my thing
That I'll
is,
take.
why is the category of masculinity? Because I have no contention with like I can understand characteristics existing prior, that these characteristics existed before patriarchy, but we just don't see evidence of masculinity existing outside of a patriarchal construct. And so it's not the characteristics themselves, it's the categorization of the characteristics. Why are they associated with masculinity? And it's because it's anything that is deemed feminine is negative, anything that's deemed masculine is positive, and the only ones who are to be masculine are those who are identified as men. I want the abolition of the entire masculine construct because there is no point for it outside of the purposes of oppression.
And then what is your perspective? This is genuinely just because if you're a gender abolitionist, then I'll take that. I will concede. But I guess, what is your perception of femininity within a patriarchal construct?
I mean, I'm a gender abolitionist, so I think it all needs to be abolished, but I don't performances of femininity aren't like what's doing mass genocide and mass rape.
That correct.
So, and a
Correct.
lot of times when we're talking about things that are wrong with society, women get blamed a lot for it. So you will never hear me in these topics ever address women because women aren't the problem. They're not the oppressors, it's men. So I do believe, though, we do as femmes need to unpack our own attachment to femininity. But I will say I also acknowledge that cis people don't need to be running up to trans people and saying like, you need to stop your gender affirming care, because there's also a deep like gender is a psychosocial schema. I don't think true gender abolition is not going to happen within our lifetime. I think it's going to happen with children as we shift to educate children to be and raise them a gender instead of like forcing gender onto them, that we allow them just to be as they truly are. But with that, if we are to do that, we need to be hyper cognizant of our own gender performances, so we do not put gender performances onto children.
Okay. Do you have any reading about this? I'm like, there's when I like pay attention to people who talk about gender online, particularly Black gender abolitionists, they talk about like Black indigenous cultures on the continent that had like boy wives and things like that. So the I would imagine, I have not read it, so I'm starting there. But about like kind of boy wives, and so I guess what I'm asking is, outside of a kind of Western, white cis heteropatriarchal structure, which is hegemonic, but is there no performance of gender that is affirming for anyone? It's just a question. If you have any like reading or understanding about that could be helpful for me.
Well, I have this study. I think you have to. There's a paywall, so you would have to pay for it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Essentially, this is masculinity as a resource. So this gets into the structural functionalism of, because I do talk a lot of things. W saw it in the chat under the sociological lens of how social constructs. Because I think it's better. It helps us better see the purpose of things, so we can unpack it and abolish them. So masculinity as a resource, bridging identity and structural gender inequality through property theory. So this is where it talks about what I was saying, like men are the owners of masculinity. that thus this is how they are granted privileges. They are the owners of masculinity. They are to have masculinity, and anybody else who is tries to grab hold of masculinity is shunned. That is, they are basically like thieves. So when women try to engage in masculinity, they are thieves of masculinity. I also like to hyper focus on trans feminists because they are really insightful on gender and gender performances.
I agree.
So I run a book club, and we read from 2 trans feminists. One of the books we read is Black on Both Sides, A Racial History on Trans
Oh,
Identity.
yeah, I know that. I mean, I have not read it, but I'm aware of the book. Okay, good. That's helpful.
It's a
Okay, yeah.
great book. Also, if I would go to read those books, read that one first, and then read
Okay.
Black Trans Feminism by Marquise Bay.
Okay.
Because in Black Trans Feminism, they make a reference back to Black on Both Sides. So
On both sides.
yeah, so it's nice to have that knowledge in your forefront than to read that one because they make a reference to that book. We're also looking forward in our book club. I just put it in our resources that we're going to read The Invention of Women, which gives a decolonial.
Who's that by? That sounds familiar as well.
Let me pull it up real quick for you because I don't want to butcher her name and be disrespectful.
Sure. No, thank you so much as well. I wanted clarity, and I appreciate your perspective about this and for the reading literature. It's really important to me, so thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just gonna pull this person up because I would butcher her name if I didn't pull it up. So this is the book. I don't know if you can see.
Okay. Oyewumi?
Yeah.
Is the last name? Okay. All right.
Um,
Yeah, this is
this
great.
is
This is great.
a decolonial aspect of gender.
Yeah.
I just overall don't see a purpose for gender. And then also when we're looking at
Okay.
performances of gender, we've seen that a lot of anthropological evidence globally has been skewed by a Western lens in terms of like the current gender hierarchy. So a lot of people who are like, oh, there was masculine and femininity existing prior to patriarchy. A lot of the information is skewed from the Western lens of our current gender construct. And so we have a lot of evidence that prior to the gender binary, especially like the Abrahamic religions, gender was more of a spectrum rather than a binary.
Which that is my understanding. I just wasn't clear that if that was the case, that it was more of a spectrum, then was it inherently dangerous or inherently toxic at that time? And I think I'd love to read, and so I will do some reading, and I appreciate your perspective about this. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for coming up.
All right, thanks.
There we go. Tap the screen, share live. If you guys want opposition, we got to do all the work. Actually, we almost been live for 2 hours. Shocking. Also, don't judge my Amazon cart. I have things, because I'm always scared Donald Trump is going to try to kill us or we're going to have nuclear war soon. So I have, gas masks for my dogs in my Amazon cart because I'm going to save my fucking dogs. I will. I absolutely have gas masks for my dogs and my Amazon. If you guys did not know, yes, there are gas masks for pets. You should get them. Also, like, I'm being dead ass. Like, you guys should really just have, like, a go bag. No matter what, you should have a go bag in case your house catches on fire. So you can just grab stuff and go. So you're not, like, left naked outside. So you should always have a go bag. But, like, I have a go bag because, like, Donald Trump is going to try to kill us. So I have in my Amazon cart that I've been meaning to buy. I have gas masks for the dogs just in case. I have my own gas mask, but I want gas masks for the dogs.
You dead ass got a go bag?
Age and pronouns.
Or 25, he, him.
Pick a topic you disagree with.
All masculinity is toxic.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't believe I know all
Your
masculinity
name's
is
literally Mr. Misogyny, bro, when you come into women's spaces every day being
I don't give a
misogynistic.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. You got a problem with it?
And you
Stop
go
me.
into lives calling women misogynistic slurs every day.
He said you got a problem with
Yeah.
this. Stop me. Okay. I did.
Bet.
That was easy. Oh, wait. I forgot. Oh, New York's in the house. I think I've only seen that dude once. I don't know. There. W concession? Yeah, it's easy. He said, stop me. Okay. Listen, guys. Say less per your request. Well, now I can't accept you back up. You said to stop you, and I'm stopping you. I'm stopping you at the door. If you're just gonna be like that.
You want to know what's crazy? That I put on like folk sleep music for the kitten, and then I all of a sudden I think I'm hallucinating. I'm like, what is that song? It sounds like, and it's Party in the USA is playing. I'm like, how the fuck did we get from folk music to Party in the USA? And then as I'm trying to change it, you want to know what song plays after that?
What?
Katy Perry.
What are you on?
I don't remember, it was Firework or something. Like, and that robot's gonna steal my job in the next few years. I'm so pissed.
Oh my god, what are you watching, dude? All right, I think we might end it here because the only opposition we have is Mr. Misogyny, and I can't invite him back up because he said to stop him, and so I must stop him. You know? Be mindful of your words. I'm like a genie. I'm gonna take your words very seriously. Yeah, so we got book club. I don't know. I don't want to hit a restart. It's already, yeah, but we're hitting the 2-hour mark. Oh, I feel fantastic. I should go smoke. I feel even better. Actually, I feel great because guess what, guys? I can breathe. I'm still a little sick, but I can breathe. I can see clearly.
So glad. And you see, I did not give you any medical advice because you did not ask for it.
So, for those who are asking, a lot of the books Santana's reading, yes, are in the Discord. They're in there, both of his book lists, except for the debate one, because I'm not going to subjugate you guys to that torture. He chose to torture himself with that. I will subjugate you guys to that. And it's not that necessary for white supremacy. But yeah, we have book club Saturday. We're going to be reading or unpacking The Unteachables, which is like really interesting. After you get past all the slurs it has to use to talk about the topic. But yeah, so links to the bio for that. Let's see if we have any donos. Nope, I think we read all the donos. So W in the chat for the donos today. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I think we're probably gonna start doing movie nights soon. They won't be often, but like I think we should watch documentaries. Like I want to start watching docs. So we might start that soon. I'm gonna start game streaming soon, especially now that we're live on Twitch. But W to the mods too. W for Mia, Shay, all that stuff, because they've been like in terms of you guys getting to the Discord, they are the ones that've been replying to you guys mostly. I'm being super serious. Nay, Caspian, they're the ones answering. And letting y'all in the door. So shout out to your mods. Love your mods. Be nice to your mods. Oh, and Edith. So love your fucking Pitch Perfect is not a documentary, Edith. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, check out the link in the bio, 21 plus Discord. It's free. You do have to apply because no Nazis. The book poll is up for the book poll for our next read, so go vote on that. Shay's gonna lobby for war against Puerto Ricans. I would love if you guys read that book because it talks about U.S. imperialism on Puerto Rico, and y'all need to read about U.S. imperialism and
Yes.
modern socialist movements and nationalist liberation movements against the United States. But on that note, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys tomorrow on 420 Friday. So make sure you guys are ready to garden with us. And who knows, we might end the stream after 2 hours and start video gaming. We'll see how that goes. But I love you guys. Oh, sorry, Twitch. All right, YouTube. I didn't say bye properly. Bye.
Love you.